This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris. In this episode, I'm going to show you a great recipe for orange curd. This orange curd is made with fresh orange zest and fresh orange juice and would be just delicious served alongside the scone that we made in our last episode, the Orange Black Currant Scone. Whenever I make any kind of curd, it's really important that you get all of your ingredients ready before you go to the stove. So for this orange curd, I'm going to get a half a cup of sugar measured out, along with 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, a half a cup of water, 4 egg yolks, a tablespoon of orange zest. And to get that, I'm using my microplaner and just running it on the top of my orange. And to get 2 tablespoons takes about 2 oranges. And once you've zested your oranges, take those oranges and cut them in half and get the juice out of them. You want to end up with a half a cup of fresh orange juice. And the very last thing to get ready is 1.5 tablespoons of butter. And what you want to do is once you get your butter measured out, cut it into 4 smaller pieces, just like that. Now over here at the stove, I've taken a medium-sized saucepan on medium heat, and I've added my sugar, my cornstarch, and my water, and I'm whisking this together. Now at this point, what we're looking to do is bring this mixture to a simmer. We're going to want to keep whisking it because, as we know, once that cornstarch gets up to temperature and starts boiling, this is going to start thickening up really quickly. Now here are some things that I look for when I'm making curd. One is, do you see how we're starting to get a lot of steam? That means that the mixture is starting to come to temperature where it's going to boil. So it's important that we keep whisking it. And what's happening now is it's starting to turn less white and becoming more clear or translucent. Now, do you see how it's starting to bubble like this? That's exactly what we're wanting. And as I'm whisking, I'm really starting to see some tracks. And you can see just how quickly that has thickened. Now I'm going to take my egg yolks and I'm going to drop those in one at a time, whisking that in really, really well. Then I'm going to add my orange zest, whisk that in, and my orange juice. Now you see I'm moving fairly quickly here, but that works out just fine. Such a great orange color. And the very last thing I'm going to do is add my 4 pieces of butter, and I'm going to whisk those in. Now what I need to do is keep whisking this until it comes back up to a simmer. Now I'm starting to see some bubbles coming up, and so I know that this is done cooking, so I'm going to turn the heat off and take it off the stove. We have to cool this orange curd down, so I'm going to take it out of the pan and put it into a small bowl like this. And I'm going to let this sit at room temperature for about a half an hour until it cools down a little bit, almost room temperature. Then I'm going to cover it over with plastic and put it in the refrigerator to totally chill down. When you're ready to serve your orange curd, just put it in a pretty little bowl or glass container and let your guests spoon it lavishly on their scones. If you'd like to try this orange curd at home, just go to our website and visit the Come for Tea show notes, and I'll have the recipe there for you. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. I'll see you next time.